Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you, Libra. Also, Libra, if you're interested in a personal reading from me, you can check the description bar down below. I do have readings that are still on sale right now. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. What's coming through for you, Libra? Let's see. All right. Self-reflection. This is your energy check reading. Libra, you're in this energy where you're not really, how you perceive yourself or how you perceive something that's going on in your world is you're over it, or you're over something. You're not really interested. You're not excited about something. You feel like the way that something has been is the way it's always going to be. It's almost kind of like you've given up hope, or you've given up faith when it comes. And you have so many positive traits. Number one of your positive traits is you're extra patient. You're extra patient. You're extra peaceful. Okay? And there's a lot of people out here that love you. But something is like you're not interested in something. You don't really care about something. You don't really... It's almost like you're giving up. You're feeling like discouraged. That is the perfect word. You are feeling discouraged right now because I feel like you've been in a long time. There's been a long time you've been experiencing something and you feel like, okay, so this is what life is going to be for me. I feel like you may feel that you need to be discouraged, or you need to just surrender to whatever it is that's happening to make the blow of not having what you want feel less harsh to you. But this is just your energy right now. Your energy is just like, I'm a little over it. I feel like you could also be settling for less. This is the point where you settle. This is the point where you kind of like give up. This is the point where it's like you're not as faithful as you can be. And you're being recognized for your work. You do have people out there that support you. You are in the Six of Swords energy. You have a lot of great positive traits about yourself. You're peaceful. You're like a voice of reason. Okay, so you could be the peacemaker somewhere. And then also you're a person who likes to celebrate other people as well. You're also very, very patient. I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit, or you don't give yourself enough credit in your positive traits. The influences that you have, there's some type of strict belief system or some strict rules or something that is shaping the way that you're feeling about yourself right now. Okay. The inner critic in you is harsh. The inner critic is like, it's basically like having like a harsh parent. You got this Ace of Swords energy. Like your inner critic is very, very harsh. It's very disciplined. It's like work, 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 work. If you don't have, you're not doing enough. If you're not, so it's like, there's different seasons. It's seasons when we're sowing seeds, and the seasons when our seeds are growing. So that means when you're in the planning stage, or when things are happening beneath the surface, you can be really, really hard on yourself. And it's because you have this inner critic that's all about results. Like, if I don't see anything happening, then that means I'm not doing anything. But I felt like the spiritual you understands a bit differently of what's going on, that there's always things happening, even if you can't see them right now, and there could be things happening beneath the surface. Everything is not going to have some big, what do I want to say? Everything is just not going to be like publicized. It's just not. That's just not the way that life works. There's a lot of things that's going to be happening beneath the scenes. There's a lot of things that's going to be happening within that are grounds that are worth celebrating. So I feel like if you have this inner critic, like if you can't see it, if it's not a big celebration, if it's not something that's really, really huge, then you're not going to celebrate it. So of course you're not celebrating patience. Of course you're not celebrating your peacemaker skills or your ability to make a person feel valued and validated, because it's not something tangible. It's not something that is material. So there's a need for you to fix your inner critic. Positive affirmations that you can possibly have. We do have the King of Cups. I am. I feel like you need to like drill I am. Definitely I am and I have. There's a need for you to kind of like, what do you have? So your wants, you would say like I have. Also look at what you actually have in your life. There's also a need for you to look at the good and the bad and see that you are still like here, instead of being focused on just the bad. I feel like there's a need for you to count your blessings just a little bit more, or a lot of bit more. Okay. The self-care practices that can help you reinforce your positive self-image is get this nasty picture off the wall. There's a nasty image that you have of yourself that needs to come off your wall. Of course, you can't get any sleep. Of course, you're afraid. Of course, you're in fear. Of course, you are like secluding yourself from the world if you have painted this nasty picture and this is just your picture. It's like the picture that's on the wall is the picture of the 5 of Swords. So for some of you guys, you keep on seeing the picture of you being mistreated by a lot of different people, of you having like questionable people surrounding you that could have done some things in your past, and that is all you could remember. That is all you keep on thinking about. It's becoming repetitive. That is how you can boost your self-image, because you're in this image where you're like, okay, this is all I can expect from life. This is all I can expect. Future vision of yourself is your hard work paying off, which it will pay off. You envision yourself image evolving over time as a person who is patient, who works hard, who's dedicated. A part of that has a lot to do with your inner critic, because your inner critic is about results. Your inner critic is about performing something right now. Like something has to happen right now. And that's what your inner critic wants results. For some of you guys, you could have had a critical parent, or you grew up in a critical household where it was just about results. It wasn't about celebrating the little things or celebrating the tiny things within. Like somebody wasn't just celebrated because you have a good heart. It was if you did good things, if you got good accolades, if you had a lot of people who liked you, you were doing things. Not if you liked yourself. For some of you guys, you weren't celebrated for that. It was all about outside validation and the announcements and publicity and popularity and things like that. Money, success, like that was celebrated. That was the thing. That's how you grew up, okay? That could have been something in the household. Like that was the meat and potatoes. Like you had to have that to even be acknowledged. For some of you guys, you're in a place where things are happening really subtle. They're just in a place where you just need to appreciate you on the inside. Something grand may not be happening on the outside, but there's a lot of patience that you do have. You have the ability to create peace all around you. Like you are a peacemaker, okay? You are a person who's always like peaceful. Like, I feel like there's a need for you to kind of celebrate your peace, celebrate your own energy. Like, you are a good vibe. You are mostly in good spirits all the time. You know how to make a person feel celebrated, feel wanted. You know how to make a person feel like they're interesting. Yeah, you know how to make a person feel really celebrated. You're like a cheerleader. But there's a need for you to be that cheerleader for yourself, okay? There's a need for you to celebrate the little things, or the things that are really big that you may see as little. There's a need for you to celebrate the things that weren't celebrated. Like, what things about your inner child wasn't celebrated? And maybe there's a need for you to celebrate that, okay? Let's see. I do want to go into... Tell me more about this Four of Cups energy. And the good thing about this is there is a cup of abundance right there. And you're just missing it because you just are looking at the past, or you're looking at some not so good memories or not so good situations, right? This is very new to you. Okay, so normally you don't give up something. Somebody thinks that you're an alpha female. Like, somebody has like high respects for you. Someone is going to be telling you about yourself, and just agree. Do not, like, this is going to be a time where you're getting a lot of compliments and stuff like that. And do not downplay your compliments. Say, yes, I know. I agree. Thank you. Like, don't downplay yourself. But something is a very new feeling for you to be here. Like, usually you're very optimistic. Someone's usually very optimistic, and usually you celebrate the little things inside of you. You know that you're special, but for some reason, something has been very repetitive. And it's this picture on the wall. Now, maybe you are around people who aren't necessarily, that don't necessarily have your best interests at heart. And this could be making you feel a certain type of way. It is so true that your quality of life expands once the quality of your relationships, grow, or you have a different quality of your relationships. Relationships do have a tendency to make you feel a certain type of way. So if you are surrounding yourself with a lot of people who could have done you wrong, who lied to you, who cheat you out of whatever, who's very, very violent, who say very, very negative things. This could be a person who's saying really negative things is making you feel low. Somebody is not making you feel good about yourself. They say very like negative things to you. Or somebody has a very negative view of you. Usually you wouldn't care. It's like usually you could give a damn, but for some reason you care. Or something is affecting you. You're about to make some type of bold move, or there's some bold move that you make, or there's this confidence, that's right around the corner for you. All you have to do is appreciate the little things, or the things that you may deem right now that are small, or that someone could have told, someone didn't appreciate. It's like, oh yeah, well, I feel like it's something, there could be something about you that you feel like no one appreciates it. How about you set the tone of how you want that how you want to be appreciated? You start appreciating that. And it's like this high level of confidence, this high level energy is right around the corner for you. This strength here, this healing. Also, the strength card is confidence. This breakthrough is like right around the corner. It's literally all you need to do is appreciate the small things, the things that you feel like people don't appreciate, the things that you feel like go unappreciated. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles. Very like you nurture your you're a nurturer. I feel like just because other people haven't been giving you credit, that don't mean you stop giving yourself credit. Something has been gossip, all lies, a mess. Just because you feel like other people aren't giving you credit. Yeah, you're pulling in wish fulfillment. You have been constantly pulling in some type of wish fulfillment. Also, your patience is going to be, you make great investments. So you've made some type of great investments. Also, you need to say, I love you, or I love me more. To tell yourself, like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Maybe that needs to be an affirmation. Do you tell yourself I love you on a daily basis? Listen to your inner child. You listen to your inner child and you nurture the things that mean a lot to you. That's one of your positive traits. You know how to work in a team. You're a great team player. All right, let me hurry up because I gotta. All right, yeah, you're a great team player. You're pulling in wish fulfillment. There's also a grand opportunity that's coming towards you. All right. We do have the 5 of Swords too. So regardless of what other people are saying, you're still going to do. Like, I just feel like you're having, like, you could be having an off day. That's what I feel. Regardless of what people say, you still are going to, you're very, very strong-willed and strong-minded. You're still going to do the things that you want to do. The things that mean a lot to you. You're going to nurture those things. You're also very patient with yourself. You've also been very patient with these people who are in the 5 of Swords. Very patient. You give a lot of grace on a daily basis. And there's a need for you to appreciate that part of yourself. Tell me more about the 6 of Swords. All right, you are the star. All right, you are a peaceful star. You make somebody watch you just because you may not get a lot of recognition, but people take note and people watch you. Your style of peaceful resolution, your style of creating a peaceful environment, your style of always being in a high vibration, people watch you. Okay. The way you're able to continue to move forward or continue to move along, people watch you. It may not be, people may not say anything about it. Or you may not be celebrated as much as you would like to. Now you have to celebrate yourself. You have to celebrate yourself with a lot of things. But you are an object of fascination. You just don't know it. You just don't know it at all yet. There's someone who loves this about you. There's a Capricorn and a Gemini. They love this about you. This could also be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or Aries, a Libra, Scorpio, not Libra, Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio since I said it. Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Also a Pisces, a Cancer. They love this about you. Somebody hasn't told you, but they love this about you, or you don't hear it enough. You wonder why a lot of people gravitate to you, or why a lot of people want to be around you, or something like that. And that's because you have the ability to make a person feel confident, feel validated. You celebrate other people. You validate other people. All right. You got F this. I can't hold it in any longer. You're about to validate yourself. I'm also getting like you could feel like a lot of judgment or a lot of scrutiny, or a lot of criticism. This could also be your inner critic. So you kind of keep your wins or something to yourself and you start celebrating. I feel like you could feel a little weird with celebrating yourself or shouting out your wins. And there's a need for you to start like getting into the energy of celebrating yourself and expressing your wins. You're not going to give up on yourself at all. You just feel like it, but you're not going to give up on yourself. All right, tell me more about the Hierophant here. This is why you feel a certain type of way. Something's very strict. This is the external influence. All right. Somebody has been trying to, I feel like there could be a person that's telling you not to mess with anybody. You don't need to listen to that person. Also, I'm getting this energy like there's other people who have their own. Yeah, we have this Emperor. Somebody could be a toxic masculine. Somebody could be a toxic leader. I'm getting like there was a whole bunch of rules, but a lot of the rules are toxic. And it's like you're in this energy where you're like you still have this courageous like heart, like you're going to do what you want to do. Yeah, you have this fool energy where you're going to do what you want to do, and that's people love that about you too. Like you're just going to do your own thing, and it's an act of confidence. It's not an act of insecurity. It's an act of confidence. So you have some type of inner confidence, some confidence that you can't quite get rid of. It was like it's a part of you. That you're going to do what you want to do. Like something is faulty, something's not right. It's some rules that you may have to follow. It's a certain way of being. I'm getting like this Hierophant energy. It could be like a certain way of being. It's a way that everyone respects. And it does not resonate with you. And you're going to live your life the way that you want to do it. There's a need for you to lay some type of... Forgive the past. Forgive yourself in the past. Forgive people in the past. Just forgive, 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 forgive. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. All right. Negative thoughts that you have is that you have to control your feelings. It's that you can't be emotional. Or your inner critic is telling you can't be emotional. And your inner critic comes up from your upbringing. You didn't have the space to be your emotional self. For some of you guys, you have like a lot of emotions inside of you and you weren't given the proper space to express that. You know your worth. We have the Queen of... Yeah, you know that something is beautiful. There's a need for you to know your worth or know the truth of your worth or the truth of your wish fulfillment or the truth of your bliss. I'm also getting like there could have been a lot of people. I feel like you could be around a lot of people who don't allow you to celebrate yourself or they feel a certain type of way when you celebrate yourself. It's something about you celebrating yourself and celebrating the small things and the things that maybe other people don't quite have. And it could be like, it's not material things. It's not things that money can buy. I'm also getting like you could have felt guilty for being celebrated. It's some type of guilt that you have about being celebrated, about your bliss. But there's a need for you to know the truth of your bliss, the truth of some type of wish fulfillment that you have here. Tell me more about this King of Cups. We got sneaky. All right, so there's something that you need to do. You may need to travel, but there's a need for you to say your affirmations. Create some alone time, create some space, and say your affirmations. I have and I am. Definitely. I have and I am. Centered around love, relationships. Okay. Also about your like wish fulfillment. There's a need for you to say I am love. I have love. I love myself. I feel like it's like I love. Work on your heart chakra. This needs to be like dedicated work. Okay. There's going to be a big, powerful change that happens here when you work. You get to this end result quicker than you expected. But yeah, there's a need for you to, and also where you want to be. This future vision of yourself, there's a need for you to impress that on your subconscious mind now. All right, tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Self-care action. Get rid of this picture. Get rid of this self-image of you being the short one, the one hurt. Yeah, get rid of this picture of you being around skilled con artists. Just around people who just become clever and clever and clever and clever. Someone has a message for you. There's a message coming to you this week that can help you get rid of this image that you have or this painful memory that you have. It's a message that's coming towards you. All right, yeah. There's also, I want to say abundance coming towards you. I want to say reciprocity coming towards you that makes you get rid of this image. It's almost like you are the one with the short end of the stick. It comes to you fast too. It's coming this week. So by the end of the week. This also promotes a lot of healing, okay? In this future vision of yourself, which is the Three of Pentacles, which you could be working within a team. Your hard work could definitely be paying off. Of you having some type of plan or you knowing some type of plan. You planning something. We do have an unwanted conversation here. Say yes to this. There's somebody who you could be avoiding talking to, but there's a need for you to talk to them. I feel like once you talk to this person, you'll feel better. What is this unwanted conversation? All right. Yeah, this promotes peace. Or say there's a peaceful resolution. But there's an unwanted conversation that you may not want to talk to a person, but you may need to talk to this person. Again, there's a message that's coming to you that can help you get rid of this negative image or this painful memory that is messing or distorting your self-image. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.